Welcome back, my friends. In this video we are going to analyze how humankind is going to reach immortality. And this is not a clickbait, it's a serious video. And I like to think about this video divided in two parts. The first part is an analysis of what are the main causes of aging and how researchers are trying to fix it. And in the second part we're going to explain what to do right now to improve our longevity, our health, and how to look younger and beautiful forever, no? Or at least as long as possible. Now it's late in the night and I'm flat because I'm on a low carb diet and I train like hours and hours a week, so no pumps at all. By the way, let's start. One of the main first causes of aging is that cells are not replaced at death for different reasons. One is the telomeres are too short. The telomeres are like pieces of DNA that every time a cell divides itself and is create a new cells, they became shorter and shorter and shorter at every cellular division. So when they can become so short, the cell is going to suicide itself. How to fix this? Well, epithalone is a solution. Epithalone is a substance that can elongate your telomeres. No? You can go to forums like Launch City that I suggest that is a great forum where there are various people that did this, and at the DNA test they found that they have the telomeres length of like even a 5 years old baby. No? That's crazy. So thanks to epithalone we could be able to let our cell replicate forever. This can lead to another problem, but we arrive later. Then, if our cells are not replacing that and there are more cells that die than they are created, it's a problem, no? It's one of the main problems, and we can fix that also with IGF, insulin-like growth factor. IGF is created combining human growth hormone, insulin, and estrogen to cause hyperplasia, so the cells division and the creation of new cells. So this is another tool to elongate our life using insulin-like growth factor to born new cells. No? That's why human growth hormone is known as an anti-aging hormone, because of that, IGF and hyperplasia. Then, another main cause of aging is that our cells divide when they are not supposed to, or they do not die when they should. No? The most well-known case of this is cancer. So, researchers think that they can beat cancer with immune system. Our immune system is able to a certain degree, at least when we are young, to kill cancerous cells. And in future probably we will be able to use immune system to kill all those cells. Cancer is a very bad thing and is one of the leading death causes in the developed countries, at least. The next main cause of aging is the accumulation of errors and mutation in the mitochondria DNA. Mitochondria are the organelles that organelles? I don't know if that's the correct term, but by the way, they are the like little organs inside the cells that combine nutrients with oxygen to create energy for us now. So through the combining of nutrient and oxygen, mitochondria create energy. But there is a problem. Science mitochondria replace its DNA much faster than the normal DNA inside the cell, and furthermore, the production of energy from mitochondria create also toxic substances inside the cell, and these toxic substances damage the DNA also. So, what will be a good way to fix this problem? Well, researchers think that they can backupping and moving the mitochondrial DNA into the nucleus of the cells, so far away from the toxic substances and able not well, basically the DNA in the nucleus replace itself like way slower, so there will be less accumulation of errors and mutation. Another problem are the waste product that we are not able to get rid of, or at least partially. For example, is the oxidized cholesterol in our arteries that causes arteriosclerosis. That is another leading death cause in the developed world. So, what can we do about this? Researchers looked at some bacteria that can create enzymes able to destroy these toxic substances. So they think that we will be able to put genes in the DNA of the cells to make them able to produce these enzymes to get rid of these toxic substances. Another problem is the waste products, the toxic substances outside the cells. The problem is that our way to get rid of those substances outside the cells is way less sophisticated than our way to get rid of the same substances inside the cells. So we are not that good to get rid of these products outside the cells, and this can be a very big problem between neurons. Researchers think that they will be able to fix it with the vaccines, with some vaccines, and they are very positive about this, and they are experimenting right now, at least on mice. And I think they can use these vaccines to make the body to take these substances and put into the cells to use our best way to get rid of these substances, or at least using the same methods we use to get rid of these substances inside the cell but outside. One of the last main causes of aging is the rigidity of the tissues. For example, in our arteries, when the molecules on arteries walls react with blood sugar, they become rigid, and this over long term is very bad and very dangerous. And here also they think they can use enzyme to block this reaction to avoid the rigidity in these tissues. So I take this part of the video seeing videos of Aubrey de Grey. He's a British researcher, and he's like the godfather of longevity. So I suggest everyone to go to search about him and his job. So this is what human is going to do in the near future. He says that probably in 17 years we will be able to do this and develop new methods to fix every of this problem. And every one of us is genetically predisposed to die for a cause rather than another one. Maybe someone have cancer before dying of arteriosclerosis. Someone instead will die of an heart attack before having cancer. So it's just when we are able to have all these drugs and medicine procedures to give all of this cure through a person at the same time, twice as much as the needed does, because it thinks that these methods will have like very little side effects, so it would be a thing to give all of the cures to everyone all the time to avoid this. Maybe with this we will be able to live forever, if we will not die in a car accident, of course. By the way, let's go to the next part. This is what we can do right now to live longer and healthier, looking young for the longest time possible. So, the first thing is to manage stress. Stress is one of the main causes of aging. And when they see, the people do research about centenaries, people who are like 100 years old or older, they see that they have nothing in common besides that they live without stress. Or if they live with stress, they are able to deal with that efficiently. So, how can we manage stress? Some things are raise our testosterone, because our testosterone is an antagonist of cortisol. Cortisol is the main stress hormone, the most powerful stress hormone. No? So higher our testosterone, lower our cortisol will be. Another thing is to sleep a lot and sleep well. I did another video about this, so I suggest this to everyone. Meditation is also another great tool to lower cortisol. Then there are also some supplements like ginkgo biloba and stuff. One of the main reasons to put on muscle is that the amount of muscle we have is probably the first main cause of longevity. So, bigger we are, longer we live, because of many reasons. More muscle mass, more muscles you have, higher your metabolism will be, higher your insulin sensitivity, your bone density will remain high, and when you're old people can usually break their bones very easily, and that's bad, no? Instead, old people should train and still train forever, because it's very helpful. Now, two factors that make us look young are hair and skin, no? I did some video about this, and I will continue to do video about that. So, how to maintain our skin good forever without wrinkles and stuff. I'm experimenting with red light therapy. Red light therapy and infrared light therapy seems very useful. It can boost collagen, decrease inflammation, get rid of acne, reduce wrinkles, reduce scars, tissue, and all of other stuff. I just bought a $1,000 lamp, and I'm going to experiment this. In 2 months I will do a review video. Then there is vitamin C. Vitamin C is vital for collagen. There is retinol, that is vitamin A, found especially in beef liver or carrots. Carrot juice is one of the best way to get rid of acne. Then there is hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is really useful and really efficient to make our skin looking better, more elastic, and also. And there is panthenol, that is vitamin B5, collagen proteins. There are a lot of collagen product supplements, but I didn't think they are not good at all, because when you eat them, your body will break up them and then use them again. It's not they are more useful than eating meat or fish. Then there is scrubs, the derma roller, and I will do a video about that. Then can we speak about hair? I will say wooden brush massages, scrub on the scalp. I do scrub with sugar instead of baking soda right now, because baking soda seems a little bit too aggressive on the skin. And there is the ketoconazole shampoo. Now, also the red light, infrared light therapy seems helpful to stop our hair loss and make our hair grow back. Then there is circulation, that of course is one of the main reasons of healthy hair and body too. Now, blood flow is everything. Then there are also micronutrients like biotin and zinc that are very helpful. For example, if you drink too much white eggs, you will deplete your biotin, and that can cause hair loss. So always eat the whole egg, because in the yolks there is a lot of biotin. By the way, there is a lot of supplements. Then let's go to this point briefly. Mitochondria. When we age, we lose a lot of mitochondria. No? Their number is reduced, and so we have less endurance, less energy and stuff. So we should, to fight aging, raise our mitochondria as much as possible. What is the best way? High intensity interval training. I like to do like high rep bodybuilding exercise, and if you do 20 reps squat, your heart will beat a lot, your post-exercise oxygen consumption will rise, and your mitochondria number will rise. Or you can do sprints. I prefer to do tempo runs that are like slower sprint, because sprints are really taxative on central nervous system, but I did a video about this, I suggest to everyone. Then the last point. Yes, this is a pair of boobs, and this is not nice, but this point is always overlooked, especially by Americans, because Americans are super moralists and pretty bigots, in my opinion. But yes, sex can help you to stay younger and to live longer. Now, there are some research that go against the common culture and common morality, at least in the Western world. Now, that's why, for example, a lot of trainers and coaches never speak about this. For example, researchers prove that monogamy kills testosterone. Monogamy leads to a decrease in testosterone of 30%. So monogamy, stay with only one girl or only one partner, is castrating, is very bad for your physique. And your DNA and your biology doesn't give a fuck about your morality. And also, having sex with young girls is very helpful to maintain you young. So if you are a wife of 50 years old, that's not a good way to stay younger. Instead, if you have like 10, 20 years old girls, this will be very healthy and helpful to stay young forever. I really hope I will never die. By the way, I don't look that good tonight, but who cares? For today is everything. See you next time.